Guys, welcome back to another episode of Main Street Mower. Today we're going to be talking about what is the right back gate mower for you. Say you got a trailer and you're building out your dream rig, you're sitting there, you're crunching numbers, you're asking your wife for all the favors, you're saying, baby, I need this thing, it's going to make my business so much better and we can go on that sweet vacation, I promised you.
Just the thought of lying, yeah, it makes me puke.
Are you a landscaper and you got to get through a small or narrow gate? Well, Toro has a ton of mowers that were designed specifically for that in mind. Guys, and this video is going to talk about the whole Toro, I don't know, backyard lineup is what I'm going to call them. The backyard lineup, what mower might be the right mower for you. We're going to be talking about cost effectiveness, price, durability, strength, advantages, disadvantages, and kind of just really flush out and figure out what's the right TimeCutter, or what's the right Grandstand, or what's the right Proline, or what's the right walk behind for you. Today we're going to be talking about Toro's backyard mowers. I'm calling these my backyard mowers. These are all the mowers that Toro has made to help you, a landscaper or a homeowner, mow a backyard, get through a narrow gate. Lots of options and varieties for you. They have everything from 40-inch grandstands down to 21-inch push mowers. And they have like the best of class in all of these options, right? So like grandstand right now, the #1 selling standard on the market. Toro push mowers, the #1 selling push mower on the market. You got the TimeCutter, the #1 selling homeowner or residential zero turn on the market, okay? So Toro's crushing it right now. If you don't own a Toro, you should seriously consider it. And here's the deal, guys. This video will apply to anybody, anywhere in the United States, whether you use Toro or not. Because these are just some principles to think about when you're thinking about building your landscape truck out and what is the right mower that should be on your truck. Because everyone should have a bigger mower, like a 52-inch or like a 60-inch, and then they should have a smaller mower. At least here in Central Florida, those are two really good combinations, right? A 52 and a 36, they use the same blades. Wow, beautiful, perfecto. You know what I'm talking about?
You talking to me?
So let's talk about these and what we have, and I'm just gonna give you a very brief overview so you guys have an understanding, basic understanding of what is available to you through Toro. I think they offer the best variety for a backyard mower than any other company. So let's talk about a few of these because they're amazing. Starting on the far left, the traditional 21-inch, 22-inch walk-behind class, okay? And they're a fantastic little mower. They work well. They're very simple. It's one blade attached to a drive shaft attached to your engine. No complicated anything, but it just takes a little legwork. It takes a little walk-in power, right? I mean, it does have a transmission. It does walk in front of you, but you're still out there. You're working, you're walking, you're moving. You're getting your steps in for the day, you know? But that's not a bad place to start because you can get a good one starting around $350 all the way up to, you know, $600. That's kind of your realm there where you want to be. Guys, it's a great place to start, and I don't think it's a bad mower to have on every truck. It's a nice little trim mower. You can always get it up underneath bushes, trees, that sort of thing. And maybe if you have one of these and later you have one of these and then you have a big one, like it's not a bad thing to have on your truck always. But Toro offers like 25 different varieties. We have a whole video on all the different ones. Since that video came out, or those 3 videos came out, there's a bunch more models out now. So we'll have to make another video on the newest and latest models. So they changed the handle a little bit, they changed a couple little things. But they've come out with this new personal pace handle that's even easier to use, which the other one was ridiculously easy. So this one's like basically mows your grass for you. They added the Vortex intake, very interesting stuff.
The Vortex technology turbo boosts the air whirling inside the deck and maximizes the cutting, recycling performance, and bagging efficiency. The more airflow, the more vacuum effect beneath the cutting deck. This suction causes grass to stand up straight. Then, our atomic blade cuts cleanly through the grass, and the clippings are pulled into the swirling mini tornado under your Toro mower, so the blade can slice and dice them again and again.
That's one option. The other option, if you have a little more money, starting in around $1,200, and they range up to like $2,400, 30-inch class, right? This is a 2-blade system. The blades overlap, they're synchronized, they're timed, they don't hit each other. If you are a landscaper and you're looking for something light and small in your trailer, say you're trying to run a smaller trailer rig so you have less wear on your truck and all that kind of stuff, this is a great option, or it just saves you a little money in your pocket because it's like half the money of a TimeCutter, right? So unless you go commercial, then it's almost pretty darn close. 30 inch has been out for a few years now. I mean, since like 2012, maybe even a little bit before that, and it's a fantastic walk behind. It's self-propel, has a transmission. They're a huge seller for us. We sell a ton of these to landscapers. It's a great backyard mower. It can fit through any gate. It is two-bladed. It cuts 30 inches wide, and it's not that wide overall. I think it's only like another inch or an inch and a half past that 30. So it'll fit almost everywhere, and they're fantastically built. They have a homeowner style or a residential style, and then they have the commercial style. In the commercial style, they offer it in 2 different engines. They offer it with a Kawasaki or a Kohler. And the difference between the homeowner and the commercial one is just a little bit of durability. The commercial one has a more commercial engine. It has a little more commercial frame. The way the wheels are held on are a little more commercial. The wheels are themselves are a little more commercial. But in general, the decks are very, very similar. The way the pulleys are routed are all the same. The belts are all the same. Only thing is they have a slightly different idler pulley on the commercial one. But I do see these machines every day. I see how they're used, I see how they're abused, I see how they break, I see how customers just handle them over time, and I get feedback from them every day. Hey, how's that mower working out for you? How's that mower working out for you? And I'm seeing them out in the field. So I am extremely intimate with these machines. While you guys might have owned 1 or 2 of these, I've seen like 500 of them come through my building, and I've seen every possible failure, how they're holding up, and I wouldn't recommend them to you if I didn't think they were good. These do a great job. This is a good option for you for your backyard. But say you don't want to walk, you want to ride, right? If you were like, oh man, I had one of these, they're great, but my calves are getting too big to fit into my skinny jeans. I need to ride something so I can skip leg day a few times a week because these calves are getting enormous. That's what's happening to me. Too much walking around here. You might want to go for something like this. This is a new TimeCutter that's just came out this year, and I'm honestly very excited about it. This mower was my inspiration for this entire video because I don't think there's enough content on this thing. It's not getting enough love because I think it's a really cool mower! What's the next lowest price option that Toro offers for backyards? It's a 34-inch TimeCutter. They've had a 34-inch TimeCutter before. They had a smaller engine on it. Now they've redone it. They have a 22 horsepower Kohler on here, which is crazy and big for a 34-inch. When you turn these blades on, it sounds like it's a dang hovercraft about to take off. It's like, these little blades are whizzing. It's a fully fabbed deck. It's like that iron forged deck they have on like their MX class or on their TimeCutter HD class. It's just heavier duty. They put a rubber discharge chute on it. Come on! So as you're going through that gate and you hit something, your chute will bend rather than crack or break. I love that. A rubber chute on here, which they only put on commercial mowers, which makes me think, why would they put a rubber chute on a 34-inch? Did they intend people to use that commercially? Interesting. I think they really built this for one, a homeowner. Say you got a 1/4 acre, you got a tight backyard, the TimeCutter 34-inch could be the right mower for you as a homeowner. If you're a commercial guy, it's a pretty interesting choice for you too. It fits in 36-inch gates. It has a 22 horsepower Kohler engine, has a rubber discharge chute, and it has the forged deck, which is the much stronger deck, so it's gonna last longer for commercial use. But here's the downside. If you use it as a homeowner, 3-year warranty, which is fantastic. You'll get way more than 3 years out of it. You'll probably get 10+ years out of it. But if you're a commercial guy, it'll give you all those benefits except for the warranty, because they're technically not a commercial unit, so they don't give it a commercial warranty. If you're a commercial guy and you get this under your name, Ricky Bobby's Mowing Company.
Hey, I'm Ricky Bobby. Oh my, prune candy.
They are going to put it with a 90-day commercial warranty. Any future repairs come out of pocket. I know that stinks as a landscaper, but the nice thing is the parts in this thing are extremely affordable. So like if you had to buy new spindles or whatever, they're like 75 bucks. That's like the whole spindle. So it's not like a big deal. Blades are inexpensive. It's just a very, very simple machine. Not very many things break on it. And I see these transaxles last a long time considering how inexpensive the unit is. So it's a pretty interesting option for you landscapers out there. I'm gonna have an entire video dedicated just to this mower. We're gonna go test mow with it. I'm gonna put it in backyards, and I'm gonna race some people with it. And I think it's a pretty cool one. Stay tuned for that video coming out soon. The next mower is the 36 Proline. It's a walk behind. You know, those were extremely popular in the 80s with companies like Button, and then they kind of just let them be for a long time. They just kind of kept making the same models over and over, and they totally reinvented it. And it's the all new Proline, came out a couple years ago. This has the more commercial deck. I think it's a 710 deck. Has integrated transaxles and no longer has the pistol grip, which thank goodness, that was terrible. If you're still using one of those out there, landscapers, I don't want to shake your hand. I bet you're stronger than Donkey Kong.
Just watch out for the guns. They'll get you.
But this has the nice steering levers like the Grandstand. Very easy to use, very convenient. And they added their own very nice two-wheeled standing, like Velky, Silky behind it. I don't know what they call it because those are both brand names, but a very nice platform. It clicks up, it bolts right on. They custom built it just for this machine. And I think it's a pretty nice little setup. If you're into walk behinds, if you're like still like hardcore, I only ride walk behinds, man, it's not a bad walk behind. If you're gonna spend this kind of money, you could also get a Grandstand. I love Grandstand, and that leads me to my two Grandstand backyard options, which are the 36 and the 40. The premier, the tops, the best backyard mower. Like, they're the thickest deck, the strongest hydraulics, the biggest engines, and they're just heavy duty. They're made to last a very long time. And that would be these two right here, the 40-inch and the 36-inch. It's just a little bit more to step into a 36 Grandstand. And with that, you don't have to worry about the wheels. Your platform folds up or comes down. It has a commercial everything, right? Commercial deck, commercial spindles, commercial warranty, commercial engine, commercial frame, commercial warranty, 5-year, 1,200 hours. First 2 years is unlimited hours. Has a 3-year hour warranty on the commercial Kawasaki engine. The 36 has a 2-blade system. The same blade that goes on the 36 will go on your 52-inch Grandstand. So they're a great team together because you can just buy one big box of blades and it'll cover both of your standards. Then you have the 40-inch. The 40-inch has 3-blade system. They're staggered, cuts really nice. But the blades are its own. They're a very individually distinct blade. You can't put them on anything else. They're a smaller blade, but the cut overlaps and it does a really good job, the 40-inch. And it has that little bit more width. It's 4 inches wider than the 36. And those 4 inches, guys, add up over time. So if you measure all your properties and you could fit a 40, you might want to consider it. It'll be less convenient with the blades. And so you have to really determine, is that time savings worth the blade convenience savings? It does technically use one more blade, so there's an added cost there too. And it's a little more money because you have another spindle, you have a little more deck, the way the belt is routed is a little longer, so all these kind of things to think about. And both of these will go through pretty much all the gates, but you know, you might want to measure your properties. If you're a landscaper and you got a bunch of properties, before you invest in a backyard mower, you might want to measure your gates on all your properties and make sure that the 40-inch can go through it, and if it can't, then you go with the 36. Okay guys, so it makes me think, well, what do all these cost if you finance them? Because a lot of you aren't gonna shell out 8,000 bucks cash for a mower like this. So maybe you're gonna finance it, and we do that here in-house. There's all kind of financing options available. If you were to go, I think it's Sheffield, 0% down, 0% interest for 36-month plan for all of these mowers. Their prices are as follows. Starting all the way over here, this would be $11 if you were to finance that for 3 years, basically, right? $11 a month, not a big deal. Might not be the best option for a landscaper because it might not last you 3 years as a landscaper, but as a homeowner, absolutely it'll last you that long. And that is an option for you to finance it. But it might be something you just tack on with another purchase as a landscaper. It's only gonna add 11 bucks to your bill a month. So that's something to think about too. So $11 here at the 30-inch is $33. At the commercial 30-inch, we have it at $63. The 34-inch TimeCutter is only $75 a month. The 36 Proline is $144 a month. The 36-inch Grandstand is $208 a month. And then the 40-inch Grandstand is $214 a month. There's a lot of options here, and Toro does a great job of providing something for everyone. Guys, and the question you have to ask yourself is, what can I afford? Like, realistically, what am I able to pay for? What am I able to handle in my budget? And then two is, what's best for my company? You know, it's really easy to be really nearsighted and say, I want to buy the cheapest possible thing for now. But really, that might not be the best decision. Or, you know, maybe you only have 10 accounts and you really can't justify an expensive commercial mower. And so, or you don't know if you're going to be in landscaping very long. So you want to kind of get something that is a little safer of an option, because you might get out of the industry in a few years. And so you want to get out with as least amount of a loss as possible. So what you choose does matter. What size matters, because time is money. And if you have a bigger deck, you're going to save a lot of time. And that's going to make you a lot of money. Truly, it will. If you can fit more yards in that day because you have a slightly bigger deck, that's going to help you. But at the same time, you don't want to overextend yourself, overextend your budget, and get into a situation where you're not able to pay for repairs, you're not able to reinvest in your company, you're not able to do all these kind of things that you're going to need to do. So you need to pay attention to your budget and figure out what's the best machine for you, for your budget at this time. And that metric is different from everyone. And hopefully that kind of just paints a little bit of a picture for you. I hope this helps you kind of figure it out what is best. All these will fit into most gates, right? The 40 is the only one that might not fit in every single gate. Maybe an old school chain link fence gate, that one might have some trouble on, but the 36 would go through it. It's just something to think about, because you want to try to get the biggest mower in that backyard as possible to save you as much time as possible. You want that mower to last you as long as possible. Guys, stay tuned to the channel, like, subscribe if this was helpful to you. We're going to be doing a comparison, the 36 versus the 34, and why you can justify the money difference, because this one's almost 3 times as much as this one. But it's interesting to hear Stu's reasons for why you might rather go with a 36 than a 34, even though they both make tall grass short, and they're both made by Toro. Guys, I really appreciate you checking out our video. I hope that this was helpful in kind of figuring out what is the right backyard mower for you. If you haven't made up your mind, check out our channel and see any of our other videos. Maybe it'll help you understand what mower is the right mower for you. We have some TimeCutter videos on there, some Titan videos on there. We have some Grandstand videos on there. And I'm gonna be making a video on this 34-inch, talking more about it here in a little bit. Guys, I really appreciate all of you tuning in. This is all possible because of your views, your likes. Please share this on all, your channels, on your Facebook pages, or in some of those landscape groups. Maybe this is a helpful video for a lot of landscapers and it could help them out too. Guys, I'm Chip with Main Street Mower. I appreciate you. Have a good day.